Greetings, my disciples. Welcome to Find Your Path, where I ask various VTubers who their favorite characters are, and we try to turn them into Pathfinder characters. With me today, I've got Very Tart VTuber.
Hi! I draw sometimes, and I love ruining people's lives, so, come watch me.
Don't worry, I enjoy fixing people's lives. We make our own economy here.
Yeah, there we go. It's like an ecosystem.
Uh-huh. Oh, Barry, what character are we making today?
Today we're going to be making a Pathfinder build, is that right?
Yep.
Pathfinder build for Testament from Guilty Gear.
I have earned a bubble bath today.
One of my favorite characters, one of many. They are how do I put this? They are non-binary, they're goth, and they have been serving since the 90s. And I just love everything about them. They've been going through a lot. Something mind control. They died. They died before they became a gear, and then they lost all their memories, and
I
they
can
got
relate.
brainwashed. Yeah, you see, you have so much in common already. But yeah, he got brainwashed by the perfect gear or whatever, and then he at the time was oh, I'm gonna trick everybody into sacrificing their blood to bring back justice, and then they did, and then I don't know. It was implied that they died, but I guess they survived, and then instead they just kind of lived in a forest with Justice's daughter, and was don't fucking tread here. Or whatever. Don't come in the forest. I live here. Me and my pet demigod. I'm not really sure what the relationship were, but it was not romantic. It was actually kind of a little boring.
More like father-daughter?
I wouldn't even say that. They didn't have any chemistry whatsoever, so it's kind of hard to tell. But he was nice to her. But yeah, there was actually a while where Testament did not show up in the Guilty Gear series, and then they did in Strive, and they had new pronouns, a new look, and two demons and a raven alongside with them, which confused the hell out of a lot of people, and they all asked, "Why am I so turned on right now?" So yeah, they have my heart. I love them. Big heart emoji for Testament.
All right. Well, we got a little bit of how Testament actually is as a character, but how exactly does Testament fight?
Ooh, so Testament is what we in the fighting game community call a zoner. So they do use some long distance attack. It's mostly some sick looking blood magic attacks. I'm not quite sure if it actually is blood, and if it is blood, not sure whose it is, because I don't think it's theirs. It's just cool shit happening, a big red blood streaming skull, and they summon they have two succubi that they summon, and they use them. The succubi to teleport around. They also have a raven that they can use to harass you with, and obviously the most prevalent thing that they fight with, the thing you can't miss, the thing that gives them their alias, the Grim Reaper. They fight with a scythe. A really cool one too. Got a skull on it. That's how you know it's cool.
Okay, so they fight around with a scythe. They've got two succubi as well as a raven. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get an idea of how this character would play out.
Yeah?
Yeah. With the build that I made for Testament, I did give them the human ancestry, giving them boosts in their strength and their dexterity. Now for their background, I gave them magical experiment, meaning that they were actually experimented on. They were infused with magical powers.
Ooh, yeah, okay, that totally works.
Yep. This boosts their constitution, gets them trained in occultism, lore, academia. Now, for their class, on the other hand, I decided to go with the summoner, since you mentioned that they tend to summon quite a bit.
Oh yeah, they summon like left and right like it's nothing. So.
Which is great because summoners end up getting an Eidolon, a special summon that they can summon to their side whenever.
Ooh.
And the one that we're going to give them is the Tempter Demon, which is going to look very similar to that of a succubus.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it.
At level 1, they do get 4 free boosts, so we're giving them Strength, Dex, Constitution, and Charisma. And they get 3 extra skills, so we're giving them Arcane, Diplomacy, and Nature.
That does sound about right. They did, like I say, they did live in a forest for a while.
Now for their heritage, we're giving them the Versatile Heritage feat, so that way they can pick up the feat of Weapon Proficiency. This way they can pick up their Scythe. And for their ancestry, we're giving them Gloom Seer. This will give them the ability to see in low light.
Alright, good. Can't be goths without that.
Fair. Now for second level, we're giving them the class feat of Magical Understudy. This makes it so that their Eidolon can carry 2 cantrips with them, and they can cast them so long as they are in the Eidolon's tradition. And we're also going to give Testament the group feat of Group Coercion, where depending on how trained they are, they can coerce up to 2 or more targets. At 4th level, we're going to be giving them the Shrink Down class feat. That means the Eidolon can use 1 action to shrink down from medium size to small size.
Okay, well, that definitely would match what is happening in-game, because the succubi are sometimes kind of big, but most of the time they're actually kind of small. I thought they were fairies the first time I saw them. They're very cute, actually.
Succubi are meant to be cute or beautiful. They're meant to lure people in, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Now for 6th level, we're going to be giving them the class feat of Tandem Strike. You're able to spend 2 action points to have you and your Eidolon strike the same opponent at the exact same time.
Ooh!
At level 8, we are going to be picking up the class feat of Miniaturize. Now remember how earlier we could make the Eidolon small?
Yeah, I do remember this.
Miniaturize allows us to make them tiny now instead.
Ooh, so like even tinier? Like really, really small?
About the size of a fairy, yeah.
Ooh, whoa! That's so cute. That's adorable. I love that.
Oh yeah, it's even better because imagine the shenanigans you can do with ability that we're going to get at the 10th level. We're giving them the class feat of Transpose. This allows the Eidolon and the Summoner to switch places for 1 action.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
You could get up to so many things with that.
Indeed. Especially since you're able to miniaturize your little succubus to be about the same size as a pixie. That they have to sneak themselves into an area and you need to sneak in after them. You just simply have them go into position, you transpose with their location, and boom, now you're on the inside.
This is fun.
That's why I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I see it. I see why.
In terms of gear, Testament would pretty much have a +2 striking sight.
It is a very important part of their whole look to have a scythe. They fight with it, they do all their moves with it. And I mean, it is also an extremely stylish piece of it's a stylish accessory, I must say.
And then for clothing, we're giving them the Resilient Explorer's clothing. And in terms of spells, well, there are 2 main spells that I actually thought that would fit them very nicely. The first is a 4th level spell known as Blood Spray Curse.
Alright, I'm already on board. I don't know,
Yep.
I don't even know what it does yet, but I agree already, actually.
If they cast this upon an opponent and the opponent happens to fail, if that opponent takes slashing or piercing damage, they take an extra 2d6 damage.
Ooh.
If they succeed, that effect only lasts for a minute. And if they, yeah.
So no matter what, they're gonna feel the effects.
Yes, unless they critically succeed, which is basically getting 10 or
Yeah,
higher.
that's free card out.
And then on 5th level, they summon a giant mouth which bites the opponent, dealing 12d6 damage, and Testament would end up gaining HP equal to half the damage given. Yeah, that is pretty much how I would make Testament. I can go ahead and give this character sheet over to you after this, and I can also put in the link in the video afterwards, too.
I would love to.
All right. Now, before we head off, how about you let everybody know where they can find you, Barry?
You can find me on Twitch, and you can also find me on Twitter. Like I mentioned earlier, I usually draw, but I also play video games. And what do you know? Sometimes I play Guilty Gear. Wow, what a coincidence! So yeah, you can come and hang out, and I'll yell at you lovingly.
Like a mother.
Friend. Yes, like a mother. Of course, yes.
But it's been a pleasure having you here, Barry. I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I was very excited for this. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Not a problem, Barry. And as for you, my disciples, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Try to be safe and try to be awesome. Bye.
Bye.